zombies are coming.
Hello everybody, my name is Yoshi Stack and welcome back to more Plants vs. Zombies. In the last episode, we started to defend our front lawn from wave after wave of zombies. I wasn't even aware that there were that many dead people living. Well, not living, but in this town. Words are hard. We ended off the last episode by getting ourselves this snow pea plant, and in this episode, we're gonna keep on going. So let's go on to the next level. Back to my front lawn. Thank you for noticing my tricycle. I'm very proud of it. All right, and my 5 lawnmowers. I'm a proud owner of many a lawnmower for the grass that I didn't have until today when I rolled out this lawn. Don't question my life. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do what I did last time and just put a potato mine there just to deal with that guy. First, it's, again, a very useful thing early game. Get our sun here. Alright, come on. Alright, now we got all our sunflowers. Go team! The sunflowers are my favorite sports ball team. Well, no, my favorite sports team is the Seattle Mud Crabs. Go Mud Crabs. What sport do they play? Yes. But you know, you gotta love the front lawn sunflower. I'm not good at sports team names. Go Walruses! Montgomery Walruses. That joke's not gonna make sense to anybody. You know what? It's better that way. Alright. Oh, here's our first level where we have 2 of these little flags there. So, oh boy, I only just noticed that there was the traffic cone one there. All right, give me another bit of sun, please, because we have to deal with this. All right, we're gonna use the snow pea. What does the snow pea do? It makes the zombie cold and slows him down, and it's very useful. Oh, okay. I don't love this. Come on, give me the sun I need. I need so much sun in a short amount of time. Again, I think the single pea shooter could probably do it, but I feel better with 2 on there. Particularly if one of them has the effect of slowing them down. The snow pea is the Elsa of the Plants vs. Zombies world. I know there are many characters with ice powers out there that I could have made that joke with, but Frozen is kind of an in-joke with my friends and I, and I'm not gonna elaborate more on that. Just know that it has a very special place in my heart. Anyway. Alright, still not a whole lot interesting going on in this level, but we're still very early on. Right, we almost have a full row of snow peas, which is very good. Because as you can see, it slows everything down tremendously, which is very useful. Alright. Oop. Gonna go ahead and put that there. If it even makes it. The snow pea does make the pole vault zombies a little less intimidating to deal with. Because, I mean, it's not like they have any added defense, it's just they move faster until they jump over something, which, alright. But we have that there as a backup if something happens. I mean, we have enough that I could start putting more pea shooters down, which maybe I'll do that. We're gonna have all this sun that we won't know what to do with. So we'll start here. So you may have noticed right here, so that zombie died, but it still took a few hits before its body fell down. So that's something you also have to keep in mind, is that there's not most plants don't have splash damage to them, so at least your pea shooters here are only hitting one zombie at a time. Now, some plants can hit more than one enemy at once, but these guys can't. So you have to account for that when you're dealing with stuff like this. Because I mean, if this walnut will probably be helpful because these guys didn't start hitting him until right now. So he's gonna last a little longer. Just all things to keep in mind. All right. Oh, more pole vaulters. Which I think there's also like more than one like animation for the zombies dying, and I don't know if it counts for like hitting that particular zombie. But there's like one where they like really dramatically fall to the ground and they like stumble back and then they fall forward. So like I don't know if that counts for hitting that zombie as opposed to the next one over. All right, we are pretty much, there's not really a whole lot more we can do. I could plant another row of pea shooters, but that just feels like overkill at that point. So like I think the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plant a walnut here. And then we're just gonna kind of see how things play out. All right. More pole vaulting zombies. Give me that. Here we go. Let's see how much sun we can get before this level is over, which, I mean, we don't have much longer, but let's find out. At least 500, so each wave of zombies is approaching. Final wave. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm sorry. You know what? We can make this go even better. Just blow them up. Got so much sun, don't know what to do with it. When in doubt, blow the zombies up. All right. Oh boy, it's is that Little Shop of Horrors that giant plant thing is from? I've never seen that, so I probably just made some people mad admitting that, but I think that's what that's inspired by. We've got the Chomper. It devours a zombie whole, but is vulnerable while chewing. And oh, we've got a new zombie type, Buckethead zombie. So these are like the conehead ones, but they're even stronger. But now we're at the point where we have more plants than we have slots for. So we gotta pick and choose. Always going to have the sunflower, and as for everything else we have, we're gonna take the pea shooter and snow pea, the walnut, the potato mine, and we're gonna take the chomper because I think that will be useful in this level in particular. All right, ready, set, plant. Let's go. Level 1-8. We are breezing through this first world. All right. Where is this first zombie gonna come from? That is the question. Where are you coming from, buddy? From here. Cool. Well, you're gonna die. Again. I love how all of these zombies also, they've got on a nice tie and a jacket. I mean, their pants are a little but I mean, they did dress for, well, an occasion. I don't know what occasion, but it's a lot more nicely dressed than you would expect. And I guess they all shopped at the same place, because, like, they've all got the same thing on. All right, put that pea shooter there and start taking on that guy. All right, where do we want to plant this next one? Because I usually guess wrong about where to put a pea shooter. All right, put him right there. We are slowly getting there. But I mean, look, we've already got so much sun. That's great. More sun than I will ever get in my lifetime, because that would require me to go outside. And if you've seen any of my stuff before, you would know I don't really go outside much. I have been going for walks, so trying to better myself in at least some ways. I haven't gone on a walk the last few days, but that's just because I stepped weird on my foot and it hurts. But hopefully I will go on one tomorrow. If not with dogs, then on my own. All right, there's the Buckethead zombie. Now that guy is very tough. Even if we had a snow pea there, that's probably not going to be enough to take it on. So here's what we're going to do instead. We're going to give the Chomper a buffer here. And, well, you'll see. Yum yum, baby. Yeah, so that's what the Chomper does. It, if it starts chewing on a plant, it basically needs to be interacting with the square in some way, whether it's eating another plant or, stepping onto it, but the Chomper will eat it. But I don't remember how long it takes for the Chomper to eat. Future me. How long does it take for the Chomper to swallow a zombie? Now we know. Cool. So yeah, that is the downside to them, but they do immediately kill whatever zombie they are interacting with. So, you know, pros and cons. I mean, that's basically everything in this game in a nutshell. It's just like, is the pros of this worth whatever consequence? I say that's this game. That's life in a nutshell, isn't it? I don't know. I'm, again, spouting a bunch of nonsense. I never know what I'm talking about. I never know what I'm doing. I'm not a professional at anything. And I love how we're just gonna have this single one. I say that more. Is there gonna be another Buckethead? Or is there just the one? Oh, nope, it's coming here, so that's probably gonna get chomped down on. So here's one useful thing is that will often happen is that these zombies are pretty much walking in tandem with each other, so like they'll kind of which one's ahead will kind of shift over time, so you'll notice that they both have the snow pea effect on them. That is a very useful thing that can happen sometimes. That kind of makes up for the fact that, again, most plants don't have splash damage, at least not early game. That's like a while till you get anything that can really do splash damage. All right, so maybe with the snow pea they can take out the Buckethead zombie, but it's just easier to let our friend here eat him. And on that note, we have a very familiar looking plant, but different in its own way. We have the repeater, which fires 2 peas at a time, which, you know, is very useful. Of course, it comes with its own downside that it costs 200 sun. So, you know, again, pros and cons. We're gonna take the sunflower again. What else do we want? I feel like it's always useful to have the pea shooter just because those are good. I don't feel like we need the repeater at this point. So I'm gonna take the snow pea, I'm gonna take the Chomper, and I'm just gonna basically do a repeat of what I did last time. Which that pun was unintentional, but would have worked better had I put the repeater in my slots. Whatever, let's move on. Ready, set, plant! Alright. The music in this game is really fantastic. Like, there's not a bad track in this game. Again, I'm recording this immediately after the last one, so I didn't look up the composer's name. I believe I don't remember if it's Lauren or Laura. I think it's Laura Shigihara. Again, I flashed it on screen last episode, and I'm sure I'll correct myself here. But she did a phenomenal job in this game. Like, everything in this game sounds amazing. And you wouldn't expect a game called Plants vs. Zombies to go as hard as it does, but it's always the games you don't expect. I mean, I wouldn't have expected movies called Kung Fu Panda to pretty much all be as good as they are, but those are some of the best movies I think DreamWorks has made. And I mean, all of them. I know some people have more mixed opinions about the third one, which is fair. I don't think it's as strong as the first, or definitely not the second one, but it's still really good. I'm excited about the fourth one. I think it's still supposed to come out next year. I don't know if anything got hampered because of all the strikes, but I guess we'll find out. Regardless, I'm very excited to see what they do with it, because this movie is great. You gotta love Jack Black. I mean, Jack Black did great in the Mario movie too. He was hands down, to no one's surprise, the best part of that movie. And I personally really enjoyed that movie. Like, it was not perfect by any stretch. There was some weird stuff with the pacing in particular. And also, I think we definitely could have done without some of the licensed songs. Like, I don't feel like Take On Me really added anything. But I do know that if I was seeing that movie as a kid, that would have been everything I wanted it to be. Like, it was a fun adventure with Mario, Princess, and like the music in particular, I think, was like when like details of the movie were still like slowly coming out. I was like, I need the soundtrack injected directly into my veins, and I stand by that, because like all the Mario, like clearly Mario inspired movie stuff, it sounds phenomenal. When you hear Gusty Garden in the credits, fantastic. But I hope they do. My one hope, though, with whatever sequel they eventually end up doing, because like there's no way they're not doing a sequel to the Mario movie in some capacity. I hope they now that they've proven that they can do a pretty decent Mario movie, I hope they get a little more experimental with it. I mean, I'm not saying it has to go on like the Mario RPG games, and I don't just mean the first one. I mean like the genre of Mario RPGs. It doesn't need to go like that in depth with stuff, but like what makes those games like so fun is that they let themselves experiment with stuff. So, you know, that's how you get characters like Gino and Mallow or Watt or Vivian. And I just hope they let themselves do more with story stuff. And again, also fix the pacing, because like that was wild. I do hope they do a Luigi's Mansion movie. I think that would be really fun, especially because probably my one other complaint with the movie is that Luigi didn't really get a ton to do, and I get why. And I appreciate that they didn't go the route of like having to save the princess when, you know, in that movie it's like we have no idea who the princess is, and like yeah, I guess there could have been like, oh well, Mario's just being a good guy because he's still gonna rescue the princess anyway, even though he has no idea who she is. But I do think it made more sense for the stakes to be a little more personal to Mario. I have a lot of thoughts about the Mario movie. I say that and then I go silent. Basically, TLDR, I greatly enjoyed the movie, and I look forward to seeing whatever they do in the future. I'm also very curious what that live-action Zelda movie they're talking about is going to be like. I am a little disappointed that they're not doing an animated one, but I'm not. Some people are immediately being gloom and doom about it, and like, I get it. Zelda is a beloved thing. There's a lot of ways it could go. But I mean, everything about the Mario movies seemed like it was gonna be bad. And I know some people still have a negative opinion of the movie, and like, that's totally fair. Again, it is not a perfect thing. But like, it wasn't awful by any stretch either. So, and you know, everyone thought it was gonna be bad because like, oh, Illumination's doing it, and you know, Illumination does not have the best track record. And you know, a lot of people just are just like, oh god, Minions. We're just gonna put another one here. Get out of here. But basically, like everyone thought the Mario movie was gonna be pretty much like this, almost on a similar level to the 1993, I think, is when the live-action Mario movie came out. Everyone thought it was gonna be on that level, and it wasn't. It was pretty respectable. So I'm gonna wait and see what happens with this live-action Zelda movie. I mean, that's all we can really do at this point, because it's not like we have any major details aside from, I think they announced director I think they announced producer, director, and the writer, but I mean, those details could change between now and whenever the movie, if it actually gets made, ends up coming out. Movies and TV are a complicated thing. I think some people forget that. All right, got a huge wave of zombies, our final wave. I probably could have swapped out the potato mine for the cherry bomb, but I mean, it's not a big deal. Everything is still going fine. Got our walnuts and our choppers. They're doing the Lord's work. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. I was gonna say leg work, which I mean, isn't wrong, but I was like, that's not the word I'm looking for. I don't know. Words, as usual, are hard. And you're gonna eat this guy. There we go. Oh, left a note. What does it say? Hello, we are about to launch an all-out attack on your house. Sincerely, the zombies. You know, I know they used a Z instead of an S in house, but like the spelling on this is pretty good. Also, the handwriting is nicer than mine. My handwriting is like chicken scratch. I remember I went to a convention once and I had to write my name on my badge, and I got home because it was a friend's family that let me go with them. I got home, my mom saw it, and she was like, "Who wrote this? It's awful." And I just kind of had to sit there and be like, "Well, thanks, Mom." Never claimed to have neat handwriting. Don't ask me to do I mean, I can do cursive, but just, I prefer not to. I can do my signature. That's the important part. I did learn cursive, though. Oh, God. Okay, so here we have... You're not giving me good stuff to work with here. Here is our sort of, I guess, end of world level, which they like to do mini games at the end of a lot of these. We don't have to worry about sunflowers, but what we get is random. So we're gonna work with whatever we're given, which so far is a lot of explosives, which, you know, it varies in how useful. Oh my God. Okay, well, there we go. we can, oh boy. Okay, oh, here's a repeater. You can see that. I probably should have put something here, because there's nothing here. We'll put a walnut. I gotta be using these cherry bombs. Oh boy. Get out of here. I guess this is the useful part of them. Okay. About to say, of course you're gonna run down the one that I don't have anything attached to. We'll put one there just because that's the only one. Didn't really have anything on it. This song is also great. Again, there's not a bad track in this game. I play a bunch of games that have such fantastic soundtracks. Like, honestly. That's not like, that sounds like a flex. It's not. Video game composers are so good. You can go there. I don't know what these potato mines are really gonna do in the long run, but we're just putting stuff where we find a spot for. Okay. Cool, you died before you even got to the chance to jump over that thing. Awesome. Let's replace one of these pea shooters with a repeater. Okay, so this is the first of 2 large waves. Okay. We're just gonna start replacing stuff and blowing things up as necessary. I guess we can put this one here. Put that there. There's a lot going on screen now. That's gonna happen. A lot. Okay. Okay, we're gonna start replacing stuff, and now our thing is full. Every row has at least one snow pea, which, I mean, that's good. Put that there. That there. You can try and jump over the bomb, and that certainly went for you. Oh boy. Keep blowing them up. I do love the little ash pile that the zombies become. It's a fun thing. Can I get anything else good? We have more walnuts, which, I mean, those aren't bad. I'm gonna get rid of those. Put a potato mine there, see what happens. We'll see if anything makes it there. There's so many pea shooters. I hope the bitrate looks okay. You know, this is the part where I'm just like, oh yeah, I didn't test any of this before I started doing this. Maybe I should have done that. Oh well. I, again, have never claimed to be a professional in my life. Get rid of that guy. Oh boy. Oh, this guy's been there the whole time. Okay. There's just so much metallic sounds happening right now because, like, all the buckets are getting dented. It's kind of great because usually the buckethead zombies are a big pain to deal with. I'm kind of glad that it's going so well. You think anything's gonna make it to that potato mine? I don't know if it will or not. Guess we're gonna find out. Well, I'm gonna deal with these guys. Ooh, Explodinator! Okay, something's gonna hit that potato mine, and I'm here for it. Who is it gonna be, though? Well, not that guy, 'cause that guy's dead. It's gonna be one of these bucketheads. Come on. Who's gonna step? Oh, it did get more than one. I thought it could only get one at a time. Shows what I know. But here we got, ooh, something that costs 0 sun. Very interesting. We got the puff shroom. Shoots short-range spores at the enemies. But, I think we will look into this more in the next episode, because I'm gonna call it here. I still don't have an outro, but if you made it this far, thank you so much for putting up with me. And I hope you'll join me next time as we enter, I guess what you could call World 2, more or less. See you then.